What's up, guys? Welcome back to our channel.
Welcome back.
We really appreciate those of you who have subscribed, those of you who have been making comments and liking our video. We really appreciate your efforts.
And if you're new to this channel, then welcome, join the family, click subscribe, and yeah,
so you don't miss any of our video. So hope you guys are doing well. Hope you enjoy your day. Hope work is not stressful. So today we're gonna be doing something a little bit different. It's gonna be really
informative
and something that has to do with both of us. Like,
yeah, we're just gonna give you a bit of a talk through on how we sustain our relationship,
how we deal with issues,
how we
in
deal
our
with
relationship,
problems, and how we overcome those problems to maintain a healthy relationship.
Okay. So today we're gonna share with you that other part that you guys can't see, because it's not everything that, like, we come to camera, we laugh. No, life is not like that. There's always up and down in every relationship.
Yeah, so what we do is after we've had an argument, we sit down and we really talk, and I ask, like, what's the problem? He asks me what's the problem. We try to get to the root cause.
For someone like me, it's like, if for instance we have issue like yesterday now, and she's now like, okay, let's talk about it today. Sometimes we do talk about it, and we do like, okay, next time this is what we're gonna do, this we try to avoid some stuff, like, but sometimes we just go as my own way as well, like, okay, let's just leave it,
because no one really wants to back down, no one really wants to say that they're wrong. But when, in terms of making up, and when we're trying to get over an argument, I think in the end it just boils down to, we really sit down and communicate. He's not much of a communicator. He would rather just be like, oh, let's forget it, I think that's a man thing anyway, because even when I talk to my friends or when I talk to other people, they do say that their partners, men just in general, they never want to talk about things. They just think if they forget about it and we move on, tomorrow is a better day. But no, actually, you must sit down and communicate. And I'm a big, like, advocate of communicating stuff, because I believe if you just try and put everything under the carpet, the problems are still going to be there. Do you understand? At the surface, no matter how much you try to hide it, it's still going to, like, be there. So yeah, in
my own opinion, we sometimes we leave when we believe that whenever we go back to details on how that issue starts, like, we still gonna go into more and more arguments. Sometimes we leave such, and sometimes we think it's something we really need to discuss so that such thing will not occur in the future anymore. We really sit down and discuss about it, and we move on from there.
So, like we've both said, I feel like number one key, and you would agree with me, is communication.
Yeah, communication is a very strong key.
It's a major key.
Yeah.
Major key. If you don't have communication, then you actually have nothing, because I know so many people, or even when you watch movies and different things like that, people that actually live together and they're like flatmates or something, because they don't communicate, you know what I mean? And the next thing I would say, maybe for us that works, is for any relationship, in order for any relationship to work and progress, you need compromise. It's not every day you're gonna get your way, you understand? Even if you're the most stubborn person, like I'm stubborn, he's stubborn, but you need to understand that sometimes it's not every day that you're gonna be like, let's do this, and the other person will be like, yeah. Let's wear this, the other person will be like, yeah. Let's eat this, and it's give or take. Do you understand? So you need to be willing to understand that sometimes if you want to do something, you're gonna have to meet that person in the middle. Can't always be left, right. You know, a bit on left, a bit on right, and meet in the middle to make things work.
What I really say about what I've learned since we've been together is I try to control my money feelings. Like, every man feel that they are kind of, that whatever they say must stay, whatever we say as a man must stand, like. But I've come to realize that it's not in every relationship. Not that you shouldn't be a man in your relationship. You shouldn't be like, you have to understand your partner. Everybody has to meet in the middle, because these days, if you want to be man over everything, you're just gonna end up maybe marrying yourself. Like, no one is gonna stay with you, you get. But for someone like me that is very stubborn, I try to be like, okay, is this thing that I'm saying, is it actually right? Like, am I like, okay, because I'm the man, I want to like put the other person down or something, or maybe force something on her, or make sure she do whatever I say, like she's a slave or something like that. No. So I will really think properly about it. If I think that what I'm doing is right, like if I really want to gain my stand on that argument, I'll make sure I keep to what I said, then I'll really gain my way. But if I think it in the other way, like, am I trying to force something that she's not really happy to do on her, or am I trying to be controlling, or am I trying to like make her feel like this marriage is like a kind of slavery, like she can't really like. So if I feel that type of way, then I'll kind of meet her in the middle, then we'll discuss about, okay, let's do it this way, okay, let's do it that way, okay. So then we move on from there.
Yeah. So another factor that I feel contributes to you having a healthy relationship and maintaining a healthy relationship, I mean, these are just our opinions. I would like to believe we do have
this is what I've been working in our relationship. Yeah. So it's not necessary you take it, or it's one way or the other. We might be saying rubbish, but
if you like, take it. If you like, don't take. It's up to you. But another thing I was gonna say is keeping the fun and the love in the relationship, like basically keeping the fire burning. And I know sometimes, especially like with young couples and like us, that we've just had a baby, it can be, not only if you've had a baby, maybe if you both work full time and you have bills to pay, you have older children, maybe that are around like teenage 10, that are still going to school. Sometimes it's really hard to find time for each other, and I think that's like one of the number one, after communication, I think that's number one killer of relationship.
Yeah, I believe that you should try in every little way to make time for your partner. You should try to be there for them. You should try to make them feel like as if you are just you just want to meet them, like that babe that
like you just want to be around them,
like that babe that you wanted to, you are like eager to see those days. Like, not that now that you guys are now married.
Yeah, because when you're dating, you have this thing about you always want to see the person, you always want to meet up, go to restaurants, go here, go clubbing. And I know when you've been together for a while or you're now married, things do get comfortable. But while they do get comfortable, and it's nice to be comfortable, I would just advise that you just keep, trying to go on dates, keep trying to do that kind of thing like you're still dating each other, just to avoid it being too comfortable and getting boring. Yeah,
stuff like that.
You wouldn't want your relationship to get boring too
so quick. Everything is not walk. You are working 7 days a week. Your wife cannot even see your face. You come home tired and just want to go straight to bed, and no, it's gonna be boring. Like, just have to, like, maybe in a week you can make 2 days off to just stay at home. Not that you are making 2 days off and
even on your day off. If you can't manage 2 days off on your day off, on your weekend off, babe, let's go for lunch. It doesn't even have to be anything dramatic. Just go for lunch, a Weatherspoons, a cafe, get some breakfast, something. Let's go for a walk. Let's go to the gym. Do things together as partners.
Yeah. So it's gonna
Or
make the
even
relationship-
sometimes if you want to be indoors, let's watch a movie together. You can just sit on the couch, have a cup of tea, have a glass of wine, have some popcorn, whatever, watch a movie, you know?
Yeah. So
Okay, the next one that I would say works for us as well is very important to like support, being the other person's support system. And what I mean by that is, like, let's say Akeem has a dream of opening up a business, or he wants to do something, or he's doing something, he's working hard to save up for something. It's very important to support your other partner. Don't pull them down. Do you know what I mean?
don't say why do you want to do that? Why do you want to venture into that? Why? Not that if you think your partner is going like what you think that if they, you can give advice, you can.
Yeah, you can. If you don't think the idea is that great, you can just give them a bit of advice, like, oh babe, why don't you try this and that? But don't tell them no completely, because I believe that when you support your partner, they become a better version of themselves, because they now become confident. They feel like, oh wow, you know, he's really supporting me, or she's really supporting me, she believes. So believe in your partner's dreams and what they're doing. If they're working so hard to save up for you guys' dream house, a dream car, don't be like, oh, you're not gonna buy the car, you're not gonna buy the house, we're not. Just try and, you know, because sometimes it's really hard, and that other person just needs to hear uplifting words that will make them feel so much better.
Yeah, I'm gonna add to the support, because like she said, you have to support your partner's dream. You have to make them feel that they can really do it. There's nothing too much for them to achieve in life. And in the other way around, about support is, as a man, you don't always be like, oh, I can't clean the house, I can't do the dishes, I can't do this, I can't cook, blah, blah. My wife has to do everything. No. Sometimes when I'm less free, I do watch the dishes,
Yeah.
I do
We definitely,
cook.
I feel like we definitely do split in between. Obviously, maybe I do more of the stuff, especially if he's at work, I'll do the dishes and that. But when he's at home, he'll happily go in the kitchen, do the dishes and clean up while I lie in bed on my phone. You know, just that he's at home, rest or whatever. Or sometimes I'll do it. You know, it's just that kind of thing. And I think it's important to like balance it. Not one person is constantly feeling like they're, you know,
doing it,
carrying the load.
Like,
yeah.
You get. So that's one of the things that I believe is really working in our relationship. So the next thing I'm gonna think about is regarding our baby.
If you have kids.
So it has to be a shared responsibility. You have to be in your baby's life. You have to be there for them. And don't let that to like come in between the love that you have for your partner. Like
that kind of comes in with like making time for your partner as well. So just because, you know, you have children and you now had a baby, don't be like everything's about the baby. Of course everything is about the baby, you know what I mean? But you were with this person before the baby. You can't just be like
for example, maybe the baby have an appointment, you always find time to go to the baby appointment. But if your partner have an appointment, then you be like, no, I'm not coming. So I think that is selfish, because your partner is gonna feel some type of way, like, oh, okay, so everything is about the baby. If it's the baby appointment, you are gladly to come with me, but it's my own health now, you don't want to come, right? So you get, so you just have to be there. You have to always be supportive and make them feel like, yeah, they really have somebody, they really have that backbone that they can really rely on. You get. So what thing I'm gonna say next is make sure that your family come first in everything in life. I'm not saying you shouldn't work, I'm not saying you shouldn't make money, I'm not saying you shouldn't have time for yourself, but I'm not saying you shouldn't have time for your friends, your family, or whatever, but make sure that in everything you do, your family, your main family
should
comes
be number
first.
one. Because I do know that some of you lot out there, especially when you're still young, when you're still in your 20s, 22, 23, 24, whatever, you you're still in your heydays with your friends, you're still maybe partying, you're still at uni and all that kind of stuff, and you feel like, oh, you're a bit stuck, you don't know, maybe you don't want to abandon your friends. By no means am I saying you should abandon your friends just because you're married or you have a boyfriend or a partner, but your family does come first. Your friends and all those other people come second. I'm so sorry. So it's not every time that your husband or your boyfriend says, babe, let's do this, and you're like, oh no, I'm going out with Keisha,
I'm going out with my friends,
I'm going out with Mark. Oh, Mark needs me to help him move. Mark needs me to come and paint his house. Mark needs me to... Is Mark in this relationship? Like, did you marry me or Mark? Because I'm a bit confused right now. Do you know what I mean? It's just a balancing thing, you know what I mean? Just have time for your friends, have time for your family, but always keep your family at the center, like at the top.
So the next thing I'm gonna talk about is trust. In every relationship, I believe there must be trust. Like, if there is no trust in your relationship, just it's rubbish. Like, yeah,
he just basically said, just throw the whole relationship in the bin.
Yes, just throw it in the chute, not in the bin.
In the chute.
Yeah, because I believe if there is, like, imagine me telling my wife, like, I'm going to work,
and I don't,
and she's believing that, oh, this guy, she just like.
I know, like, sometimes as women,
like, she just.
How can he just ignore me like that? Rude.
Like, oh, how suddenly you want to start doing night shift now? Like, he always, I know him to be working during the day. Now he's telling me he's switching to night, and something in her head telling her, like, oh, maybe he got a new girlfriend or something. Maybe he's going to the other girl house to sleep overnight, and he's gonna come back in the morning and claiming that he has gone to work or something like that. There must be trust in every relationship, so that, and because if there is no trust, I don't think anything can work anyway. Even in friendship, there must be trust.
I know sometimes as women it is hard, not that women, men, whatever, if you've been in a relationship where it didn't work or the other person cheated, it can be difficult to trust someone, or, you know, but do try and trust your partner, because when you start getting things in your head, it just starts going downhill from there, and, you know, it starts getting wild, I'm telling you. So just, yeah, trust is a big one.
And the next thing I'm going to talk about is honest.
You need to give someone
reason for them to trust you.
Yeah, a reason for them to trust you, sorry. You know what I mean? And that comes from you being honest. So they kind of fall off the same tree. They go together. And it's like, basically, if you've started a relationship, and I think we spoke about this in our other video. Don't look at it.
Which one?
Like, in the beginning, that, you know, in the beginning I was slightly a little bit upset with him because he wasn't so honest, and not honest but so forthcoming about everything about him. And it's little things like that sometimes that can just break someone's trust like that. Do you know what I mean? Because if I wasn't like a forgiving person or kind of person I am, maybe I could have been like, no, that's not that.
Yeah, because
you know what I mean?
Some lies before, because I don't, there's reasons why you have to, I'm not saying telling lies is good, I'm not encouraging, but there are some reasons why you have to lie a bit, when, especially when you are starting. When you are starting,
are you telling them?
No, I'm not saying you should lie, but when you are starting from, like, you don't know if this thing is gonna work, or and now this person has known everything about you.
Okay, no, yeah, I get what you're saying, but what we're trying to say is don't lie. See, so let's say if, for example, you're an older gentleman or, you know, older woman, and you're getting to know each other, you're asking each other questions, and, you know, your other significant partner asks you, have you been married before? You say no. Do you have kids? You say no. Because later on, when you actually do establish that relationship, it's going to be very hard to come clean and now tell the person, you know what, you know what I mean? Where do you start from? You're going to have to start telling them that, you know what, I was married, you know what, I do have kids, and then the person's gonna be looking at you like, hold on. So if you're lying, if you lied about though, even though in your mind and in your heart it was coming from a good place, you didn't know whether the relationship was gonna work. But you have to look at it at the other person. They might start thinking, if you're lying about this, what more are you lying about? And that's just on the basis of starting a relationship. When you're already in a relationship, being honest is vital, you know what I mean, about where you're going, things like that, you know what I mean, how much money you've spent. If I take Akeem's credit card or bank card or whatever, I nearly gave myself away there. Oops. And he said, okay, never mind, let's just find something else.
The next thing I'm gonna talk about is, don't bring what's like the experience from your past relationship to your new relationship. Like, no, what I'm trying to say is, what fails in your past relationship, that mentality.
So
that
basically,
thinking,
it's baggage. Don't bring baggage into your old baggage into your new relationship. Thinking
that what the other man did, that
this person's also gonna do it, because
like,
it's gonna hinder the relationship. It's gonna hinder how you see that person. It's gonna
like kind of judging them.
Yeah.
You get. So don't judge people. Like, don't judge people, because I know one thing that come up about girls nowadays. They'll be like, all men are the same, blah blah blah. No, not everybody are. Not everybody, like, there are still good ones. Like, you just have to, like, observe for yourself. You don't always have to bring what didn't work in your relationship, your past relationship, to your new relationship, because now you have to look towards, like, for the future. You don't have to look backward, because once you keep
looking backwards, you'll never move forward. It's like reading a book and you keep reading chapter 2, tomorrow chapter 2. You're not going to chapter 3, because if you move to chapter 3 and you read chapter 3, you might see that, wow, chapter 3 is different. Wow, chapter 3 is exciting. Do you understand? So
yeah, you have to observe for yourself. You have to take your time to really observe for yourself. So don't judge people by what the other person did to you. And so the next thing I'm gonna say is, don't bring your family into your relationship.
Well, I think that could be friends as well.
And don't bring.
Although, bear in mind, there's a difference between keeping your relationship private and hiding your relationship.
Your friends,
like just outsiders in general.
Yeah, don't feel like what your friends are saying about your partner might be right. Whoa,
because you know some people, yeah. Because you know some people, they have some stupid friends out there that will be telling them. Not saying that all your friends yet, but you don't know what kind of friends are behind closed doors. Yeah, you don't know.
You don't want,
especially when it comes to females. I will be honest, and a lot of women watching this can relate. Females are the most snakiest. I don't even know. You know, thank God I've got some great female friends. So, hey guys. But yeah, you don't know what kind of friend is behind closed doors wishing bad on you, wishing bad on your relationship, and you get engaged or you have a baby. They'll be looking at you like, why is she getting engaged? Like, why is she, you know what I mean? Like, who does she think she is?
Why is she doing so well? Like,
why is she doing well? Why has she bought a car? Why is she...
So whenever you have issues in your relationship and you go to this such a friend, what do you think you're gonna hear from such friend?
I'm not saying...
So she's gonna be like, oh, I told you, it's gonna break your heart, just leave that man. You get what I'm saying?
I'm not saying you can't go to your friends for advice. You can definitely cry on your friend's shoulder.
And you have to
sometimes,
think for yourself as well.
You know, be like, oh, we're having problems. A close friend, you can speak. Same with guys, you can open up to a close friend and that. But it's not every little issue you should go to your friend, or even go to your sister, your mom, or whatever.
Blah, blah, blah.
Sometimes just sit down, and take some time and think for yourself. You don't need all those voices in your head telling you. You will get confused, and then in the end you won't even do what you want. You will start projecting what other people have said to you.
So guys, we're going to come to the end of this video.
Yeah, it was just a quick short one, just to, you know, someone has asked us in the past, oh, how do you guys keep a healthy relationship, how does it work? And you know,
what I'm going to say is, make sure you embrace your partner. You try to support them.
Make sure you communicate.
You have that connection. You have that trust, that honesty.
Remember to keep the fire burning, guys. Going out, doing fun things, spending time together. Remember to be honest.
Makes them feel special.
Yeah. Make sure that there's always trust. Don't always listen to outsider voices. And yeah, these are just our tips and little advice to tell you how we make our relationship work. So thank you guys for watching this video, and thank you to all our subscribers. If you're a new subscriber, then thank you very much. Make sure you thumbs up, make sure you comment in the comment section, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.